Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to another pick and mix, and this week it is a wander down the sidewalk, which means we're going to look at the US top 10 for the 21st of September 1958, which was a Sunday in 1958. And today, if it is your birthday and you was born on this day, happy birthday. And for a lot of people, it means that you are now you have retired, because it was 65 years ago. So, happy birthday and happy retirement for those that have retired today. Was it a leap year? No. The US president was Dwight D Eisenhower, and he was in his second term. The generation was a baby boomer, Chinese zodiac dog, and if it is your birthday today, it doesn't matter when you were born, you are a Virgo. So as usual, I'll go and have a look what happened on this day. Again, we always pick days that it's very quiet. But one thing that happened today, American pilots Jim Heath and Bill Burke, there they are, completed the first airplane flight exceeding 1,200 hours, 50 days and 16 minutes, landing the old Scotsman their modified Cessna 172 in Dallas, Texas, and recorded a record broken 123 days later. So there you go, there's a bit of thing. And the United States performed a nuclear test in Nevada on this day. Birthdays, not many birthdays. First one up today is French poker player Bruno Fitoussi, and there he is. Never heard of him, and I didn't know who he was. Also today we have a Rick Mahorn. Now, if you follow NBA, he played with the Washington Bullets from 1980 to 99, and he's played with Detroit Pistons, and he was born in Hartford, Connecticut. But there is one birthday today. It's actually a heavenly birthday. Today is one of my grandfather on my mum's side. It would have been his birthday today, and he was born on the 21st of September 1912. Just born just after the Titanic. Lived through 2 world wars and lots. He was a Northampton boy who had a proper Northampton trade. He was a shoe cobbler. So, happy heavenly birthday, Grandad. Anyway, we're not here for history or birthdays. We're here for some music. So, what was hovering in the top 10 on this day in 1958 in America? So, at number 10, it'd come up a massive 18 places. It's a song by Robin Luke called Susie Darling. Finally got to number 5 on the US charts, but only managed number 23 here in the UK. Now, this is one song that I don't really know much about, but in listening to it, it's just a typical 1950s ballad. It's not bad. I don't dislike it. It's something from the 50s, and I do like 50s music, so yeah, it's not a bad little song. Number 9 was up 4 places, and it was Tears on My Pillow by Little Anthony and the Imperials. It reached number 4 eventually, never released here by Little Anthony in the UK, but in 1990 a certain Kylie Minogue covered it, and it got to number 1. Yeah, we know this song. I actually like both versions, and it's not to be, of course, confused with the Johnny Nash song, which is the same title but different lyrics. 8. Number 8 then. Up 2 places. The Olympics and Western movies. This is where this song peaked, and it got to number 12 here in the UK. Must have done alright, because guess what? This was in the parents' singles collection as a kid, and we love this song, me and my brother. We just like the beginning, the gunshots. Great track. I love this song. Always have. Still like it today, and I've enjoyed listening to it again because it's a little while since I've heard it. Okay, at number 7, up 7 places for the Ponytails and Born Too Late. Again, this is as far as it got on the US charts, but it did manage to creep up to number 5 here in the UK. Great song, one of them classic ballady songs, nice harmonies. I like this song. Really, really good song. Okay, number 6, up 2 places this week in 1958, and it was Bobby Day and Rocket Robin. Great track. Eventually got to number 2, number 3 in Canada, number 9 in Australia. It was never released here in the UK by Bobby Day. The only time this entered the charts in the UK is when Michael Jackson recorded it, where it reached number 3, and in America it got to number 2 again. So it's a great song. I like both versions. It's one of them songs. I remember going to a steam rally fair, and they had a JCB doing things, and they put this song on while he was doing his act. It's quite funny. I must dig that out sometime. Yes, I've got visions of that. So number 5 then, down 1 place for Jimmy Clanton and his Rockets, Just a Dream. It did reach number 4, so it was on its way down. Never released here in the UK. I don't know much about this one. It's not a very memorable song for me. I wouldn't say. I'd say it's one of them wishy-washy 50s songs that just didn't do anything for me. I've listened to it a few times and I still can't get into it. Okay, number 4, up 7 places for Tommy Edwards. It's All in the Game. On its way to the top. Also got to number 1 here in the UK. Very good song, but most of us over here in the UK really know it because it was done by Mr. Cliff Richard, and he took it to number 2 in 1961. It's a great song. Whose version do I prefer? Cliff's. Okay, number 3, down 1 place. It's Little Star for the Elegants. Had reached number 2, so it's on its way down. Never released here in the UK. I don't recall this song. Not heard much about it. My dad was pretty hot on music in them days, and he's never really mentioned this song, so probably why I've never heard it. Very samey some of these songs. Okay, number 2, up 1 place. Now I do know this song, and it's from the Everly Brothers and Bird Dog. This is where it peaked, but it got to number 1 in the country chart, number 1 in Australia and Canada, and got to number 2 here in the UK. Great song. I like the bit, he's a bird. That's my favourite bit. I remember loving this from a very young age. Obviously, Everly Brothers was played a lot in our house. So I've grown up on these two brothers, Don and Phil. I love that song. So what was number 1? Now this record has got a bit of a history to it. It was the 3rd week of 4, and it was Now Blue Pinto, Bleu, and by Domenico Mondugno. Medugno, I'm not very good on Spanish. It was a big hit all over the world. Number 1 in America, of course. Number 10 here in the UK. Number 2 in Netherlands and Canada. It won first place in the San Remo Music Festival. Chosen to represent Italy in the Eurovision Song Contest, which it took place in Netherlands. So it's a huge hit. I know this song. I think it's quite nice. It's not really my cup of tea, but I do actually it's quite a nice song. So there we go. There is your top 10 for 1958, 21st of September, in the United States. Okay, that's all for today, except tonight's live stream. Yes, we're back after last week's little hiccup. Everything is all good now, but I'll be definitely back tomorrow. Got an interesting day. Friday is live album, and we're going to look at the brilliant Doobie Brothers live albums. And if you've been looking at the what's on next week, I made a bit of a cock up, and I think it's due to what was happening last week. I got myself in such a tears. It says that we're doing Stain, but that's not out tomorrow. But what it was out last week is the new album from Ash, Race the Night, and also a welcome return to the music scene for Chrissie Hynde and the Pretenders and the album Relentless. Really good. I've enjoyed listening to that this week. So that's all happening tomorrow. I'll see you on the live stream tonight if you're joining us. So have a great day. Bye for now.